I think 90% of Kenyans, we lack some very, very critical skills, especially when it comes to employment. Na si story na kujua how to do websites and the rest. Things like communication skills, critical thinking, creative thinking. Those are things we don't have. Yeah. Even communication skills. It's a very important skill that people really need to master. How do you communicate to people, whether it is written or unwritten? Critical thinking. Kuna mtu, you will never do something unless you're told how to do it, right? Like sometimes you're employed so that you can actually think outside the box. But now you're employed and the only thing you're waiting for is for the manager to come and make a decision so that you can move forward. Yeah, critical thinking. You need to be someone who is like analytical. You can make decisions. Like an example, let's say you're employed as a web designer. Umeona website imeenda down, right? Are you telling me you have to wait for the boss to come and tell you to bring it up? Ama atisi kazi yako kuirudisha live, right? I normally know this excuse of so many people saying, oh, ayo ikuangi kazi yangu. Yeah. Sometimes just be that kind of person who can think, yeah, by the way, what if I maybe sorted this problem without having to wait for a response? I mean, it's important for you to do things like that. Communication, right? Your communication needs to be structured very well, clear and perfect. Okay? If you're supposed to be submitting reports to clients, how do you submit the report? How do you submit a report? Okay? Are you just going to send a message, hi, find the report? There, attached. You need to learn how to write properly and even to speak properly. Most of the time, the reason as to why you're failing in interviews is because you don't know how to speak, you don't even know how to write. And someone doesn't want to employ a burden. So they would rather just let you go and look for that kind of person who has the skills that are needed for a certain position or a certain job. So in as much as you're learning skills, it's important for you to invest in soft skills, communication skills, all right? Critical thinking, creativity, innovation, right? Think on soft skills that people might not have that can actually add an advantage to you. Try that. That could really help you in as much as you're looking for a job.